Men have always been the prize. Women marry who they can, men marry who they want. We have gotten to a point where we disrespect our men so much.
I ain't got no Valentine's today, so I'm trying to bless everybody in here.
Also allowing a woman to be in her femininity and be in her submissive state, right? Because that's what women want to be.
You're wanting a man who is tolerant, who regulates his emotions, who also knows how to manage your emotions. But you're also talking about a man who knows how to navigate his sensitivities and everything else when it comes to that.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
Men have always been the prize. Women, no, let me, hold on. Let me finish. But as for this conversation, I will admit I am one of the few people who did not know who Simone Biles was until this situation. However, I want to say something, and I know some of y'all might feel away, get mad at me. Men have always been the prize. Women, no, let me, hold on. Let me finish, because I'm not, let me finish. Men have always been the prize. And I'm going to explain what I'm saying. Women marry who they can, men marry who they want. You can get offended by the statement, but if you really sit down and you think about it and you be honest with yourself, that is a very valid statement. Also, not only that, but by him saying that he is the prize.
Now, you see, as soon as she said that, the entire sisterhood said, hold up, wait a minute.
That's gonna happen.
That does not make her not a prize. I myself am raising a young man. I'm raising, my son is 7 years old. He is a miniature Einstein. He has manners, his manners are beyond most adults that I've ever met. His style of dress, his respect of himself as well as others. I'm instilling in him his faith, his spiritualness. I'm instilling in my son to be a prize, especially with these days, the way that women are raising these young girls. And it's unfortunate, but and also the numbers, it's always been since the beginning of time, women will fight over a man, you know what I'm saying? But they'll accept, but at the same time, they're going to accept, like back in the traditional days, that as long as the house is taken care of and he pays all the bills, he can have those 2-3 families up the street. You know what I'm saying? Men have always been the prize. We have gotten to a point where we disrespect our men so much. I worry so much about what the world is going to look like when my son becomes of age to date and to court and to marry. Because I will never let any of your daughters tell my son that he is not the prize. That will never be a thing. And if you have sons, nephews, whatever the godchildren, you should not ever tell your son, oh, she is a. Do you guys see what type of young girls are being raised? So you're telling these young girls that they're a prize over the son that you're putting your time, that you're actually the man who's supposed to be the provider that you guys are looking for, the man who's supposed to be the protector that you guys are looking for, and you just want to sit back and live a soft life.
Emotional damage.
He's not the prize. That will never make sense to me. And I'll leave it there and let you guys marinate on that.
Woo! Man, she was ready for all kinds of smoke. And I would love to see the full interview and see the backlash from that, because I know she got it. I already know she got it. Now, I didn't even check the comments on this video. I'm sure in the comments she got it. Let me take a look at that right now. All right, China, here in the comments it says, who else ran to the comments? So I guess this guy actually knows. He already knows now. It says here, Sherry Marie said, I didn't see her ring. Did I miss it? A little bit hating. And the next one shows flawless victory. Obviously, man, and of course it's going to be like that. The comments would be divided between men and women. And that's we wouldn't expect anything less. The next one here says, please pick her, please. Now, if anyone doesn't realize, I'm sure you guys do that are watching, that's the biggest low blow. Please pick her, please. Calling her pick me, of course. Now, this one here says, oh, I'm definitely going to marry who I want, and that's on periods. This one here says, respectfully, do you have healthy men showing your son what it means to embody this? Yeah, I get what he's saying, but that's how it is right now. And you can see from comments, you can see from the talking points going on nowadays, the U.S. is obviously divided, right? You have women standing up for women, men standing up for men. Here and there, you always see sometimes there's some women that come back and stand up for men. I respect her a little bit more. Why? Because she has a son. I've heard so many women say, and they're saying it more and more, when my son grows up, I want my son to become a passport bro. When my son grows up, I want my son to become a passport bro. You have men saying when their son grows up, they want their son to become a passport bro. It's growing and it's growing and it's growing. It's going to keep growing. And the reason why? The morals are just not there. Let me go on to the next video.
This woman clearly explains why most women cannot handle an emotionally intelligent man. Please watch to the end.
So do you ladies feel like women are seriously ready for emotionally intelligent men?
Kitty, what do you think?
Okay, let's talk about what emotional intelligence comes with before we even get into this conversation, okay? We're talking about you wanting a man who is tolerant, who regulates his emotions, who also knows how to manage your emotions. But you're also talking about a man who knows how to navigate his sensitivities and everything else when it comes to that. But you have to consider that an emotionally intelligent man is good at cutting people off when he sees that your sensitivities bring too much reactivity. When he sees that you cannot regulate your emotions, when he sees that you have a low tolerance, what we're asking for is a man who will walk you out the door in a heartbeat. If he feels like you are disrupting his peace.
Damn.
If he feels like there's any level of disrespect, because there's a lot that comes with emotional intelligence. So if you asking for that, you got to come with the same level of emotional intelligence as well. It comes with a number of factors. So if you are a woman who knows that even though you may be sensitive to certain things like criticism, rejection, because you're not always going to be accepted. Sometimes he's going to bounce back, and sometimes he's going to say, I don't agree with your opinion. Sometimes he's going to say, I don't like those thoughts. Sometimes he's going to say, I don't like the way you speak to me. Don't be asking for an intelligent man.
So do you think most women can handle an emotionally intelligent man and vice versa? Let me know in the comments.
He asked that question. Of course, the obvious answer is no. Most of the men that these women want, they want the man making the bag, right? I want a man making over 100,000. Don't you think that man is emotionally intelligent? Most women know that. That's why they get used and abused by those men, because those are the alphas. They already know they can't have those men. They know they don't qualify. I just seen, and everybody's seen it right now, that interview with a guy. He's like, look like he's like 6'5", and he's a doctor. Look like she would be playing basketball, and he tells a woman, "You're unhinged. I can't deal with you. You're not smart enough. You can't teach me anything. You can't do this, that, and that. Show me your worth." And it's sad, but most women can't show their worth. And it shows that here.
Don't you agree, Mr. Feather?
Word.
I ain't got no Valentine's Day for me. I just put up to the nail salon. I'm about to bless everybody in there.
He doesn't have any Valentine's Day. So he pulls up to the nail salon to spend $3,000 for everyone's nails on Valentine's Day. I gotta tell you guys what I think after this.
I ain't got no Valentine's Day, so I'm trying to bless everybody in there. Give all y'all some money. No? No?
Thank you. Thank you. A couple more things. I'm thinking that long effort. Oh, great. Wow.
So this guy goes around the entire nail salon giving away $3,000. I hope this is a marketing tactic, because if it is, it makes sense, right? Say you're a music artist, you got an album coming out, you're marketing by saying, I don't have Valentine's Day, I'm giving out free money. Cool, I get it. What it's showing little boys, because this is what happens. There'll be a little boy watching this, or a young guy watching this, thinking he can do the same thing and blow all of his money. It's not teaching any of the youth financial responsibility, right? Where you have that money, you put it into something that's going to go a lot further. right? You see it on the internet all the time. You see it on YouTube. You see it everywhere. People teaching financial responsibility. But then in the hood, a lot of times you don't see that. And then what do you have here in him? He's a little boy who probably wasn't taught. And I gotta say, guys, sorry. Probably had no man to put his arm around him and say, look, you can't be out here doing what you're doing right now. You can't be doing that, son. But anyway, let's go on to the next one.
Nah, because this is for my fellas out there, and I'm about to put y'all on game. Listen, y'all are coming across these new age women, 2023 type mentality, where they're telling you that they're the prize, right? That they're the only ones that actually hold any value or substance in the relationship, and that in order for you to engage with them in any type of way, whether it's a relationship or a casualty, that you have to adhere from A to C to Z. You feel me? Like, you gotta do everything under the sun. Yet here's the thing, right? Why are y'all accepting that? I'm so serious. Why are y'all accepting that? Yes, I think women should be held to a certain type of standard, right? When it comes to a man protecting her, guiding her, loving her, also allowing a woman to be in her femininity and be in her submissive state, right? Because that's what women want to be. We want to be protected. We want to be held. We want to be little babies, little princesses, right? But the reason why I'm saying why y'all accepting that is because a lot of these women that are coming to you guys saying that, they're literally, it's giving reverse psychology.
I think men know that though. For the most part, men already know. It's kind of like throwing. It's like gambling, right? Most women are gambling. They're rolling their dice, shaking them, hitting the floor with the dice. The dice hit the floor, and they hope they land a 6. Now, a lot of times, if you ask, that saying is true. If you ask, you shall receive. But what women do, they demand, and that's the wrong thing. Women shouldn't be demanding money, and it's fine. I get what she's trying to say. Guys aren't going for it though. Guys aren't fools any longer. It's 2024. Men have grown. This has been happening for so many years. Over 20, 30, 40 years. It's been happening since I was a kid. And I'm 42 now. So I think a lot of guys are getting hip to it. And a lot of guys watch content like this to learn what not to do and to learn how to navigate through life. I hope guys keep watching because I'm sure it's definitely helping. All right, guys, let me go on to the next one.
All right, follow me here. A woman makes a TikTok asking where you can find good men. Man responds to TikTok by saying, you friend zone them. You need to stop being such a B and give the good guys a chance. This is a very common thing to see on these here internets. Putting aside the constant narrative that men push that women's standards are too high and that's why all of these men can't find women, putting that aside. The other thing I hear from men so frequently is they do not want their girlfriend to change them. Like they want freedom and they don't want a nagging girlfriend. They don't want a girlfriend telling them to do this or do that. That woman settles for the guy that likes her and she didn't like back. That's what would happen. She would be trying to change him, to make him someone she likes better. And she knows better. She does not want to date him because she doesn't like him that way. One thing I will say is maybe she should have said, instead of where are all the good men, where are the men who I'm compatible with? How do I find a person that suits me? Because I think there are plenty of good men and good women out there who are not going to work with other good men and women. It's just about compatibility. Being friends with someone is very different than being in a relationship with them. There's a different time commitment, there's different expectations, there are different needs that are being met by each person. So I don't think anyone should settle when their gut is telling them that this is not the right person for them. I don't care what gender you are, because you cannot change a person. You cannot get into a relationship with someone with the expectation that they will change for you. It never works. Some people on this app do not want you to be happy. They are just angry and venting.
Yeah, man. All of this relationship guru stuff, all these people trying to tell, look, listen. Women have to learn acceptance. That's facts. The fact is, it's been shown so many times. You can look at so many statistics out there to find out information that shows there's not enough men that make the money women want. There's not thousands and hundreds of thousands of guys making 100,000. And a lot of times that guy, you're trying to tell him what to do. If it's not in him, he's not going to do it. So you have to prepare yourself, make sure you're fit, feminine, and delicate.
I want something feminine and delicate.
To prepare yourself to get that man that's that high value you want. And it's a lot of competition. I say that to the woman. Don't even bother with none of the guys. Don't pay the guys no mind. I'm on your side. Go for those guys that are high value. Oh, you're already doing that. What's happening? They're using you for a good time because they have every woman coming at them. Sounds about right. And that's why women are, they're being used up and then they're hitting the wall, and then it's a revolving cycle, right? That's what's going on. But you're gonna keep going through it. But it's not the right way. We already know it's more to life than that.
Facts. This is the way.
Passport, bro. Cash for no.
So it's